After spending our morning on an airplane, the first thing we wanted to do was hike a trail to stretch our legs out a bit. Hi everyone, and welcome to Happy Trails Hiking. Today we're in Arizona at Picacho Peak State Park.
We're at actually the trailhead for two different trails. One of them is called Hunter Trail, and it's directly south of us, and it goes to the top of a peak.
Picacho Peak.
Picacho Peak, of course.
There we go.
And we're also next to Callaway Trail. This is much shorter, and we have time to do this one today. This is just going to give us an overlook.
Mm-hmm. It was recommended by the ranger at the visitor center.
Right.
Okay. Picacho Peak State Park is located between Phoenix and Tucson in Arizona.
And as you can see, we got interstate behind us. That is Interstate 10, so it is very easy to get to this park.
When traveling on Interstate 10, you can't miss the prominent point of Picacho Peak State Park. This peak has been used as a landmark for centuries. Picacho Peak is also the location of the most western conflict of the Civil War. It was called the Battle of Picacho Pass. This park includes a visitor center, a park store, campgrounds, picnic areas, ramadas, grills, hiking trails, and a playground. Tree root, tree root, tree root. Tree trunk, right? Nope. Cactus. Blows my little Midwestern mind.
This is the first time I've seen any saguaros, and one of the things that I find to be really interesting is that at the bottom of this particular one, it looks like tree bark, but then other parts of it look more like what you would expect a typical cactus to look like. So that was somewhat unexpected as we have been looking at these saguaros closer during our hike up the trail.
The state park rates the Callaway Trail as a half-mile moderate trail, mostly because of all the switchbacks that are in the half mile to get to the overlook. the bench at the end. Overlooking the highway. Beautiful views all the way around though. So we've done our half mile up to the overlook here at the Callaway Trail, and we've enjoyed seeing all those saguaros. They're really interesting and learned some new things today.
At this point, we're going to head back to the car and take a quick tour of the campground.
The campground at Picacho Peak State Park is laid out in 3 loops with about 78 campsites, as well as a few group campsites. Each site has electric, but due to a water shortage right now, there is no water at individual sites. The shower houses are open and available for use.
Well, we're not camping on this trip, but we wanted to take a look at the campground anyway to get a feel for it. So we just showed you the red rock over here that we think is probably volcanic in origin, but I'm not a geologist, so take that with a grain of salt. This looks like a really nice campground, campsite rather. Got a fire pit, picnic table, an area back there for a tent or perhaps a dining fly or something like that. It has an electrical hookup, and it's a pull-through site, but no water.
We enjoyed our visit to Picacho Peak State Park so much on the way in that we had to stop for a few more views on the way out. If you have questions about our visit to this state park, please be sure to leave them in the comments below. Till next time, this is Kay and Matt from Happy Trails Hiking.